can't spend the day with you, I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you, my color bright. I ain't finna fade with you, man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride, lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out.
Hey everybody, it's the Coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be an intriguing matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Well, the hope, Coach, was that these Florida showers would have passed through by now, but it looks like we're in for a wet one tonight at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The wait is finally over. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis here on the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this one? How excited they were to have the spotlight on their teams, their franchises, the rest of the league watching them go at it.
60 Pittsburgh.
They go play action here on first down. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Ready?
On second down, Kamara. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Looking to throw. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
18 Gator.
Here we go.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. On second down, a run with Lindsay. He takes this for 3 to the 29. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. They'll try and run for it with Lindsay. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man, and taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That's good for a Buccaneer first to pick up of 12 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind.
Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The 3-yard touchdown pass as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
But I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll lift to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
30 base. Blue down, blue down.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first to pick up of 12 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
18 Gator. You draw Porter.
I smell fear in that offense. 25, check 25, check 25.
Hey, Haywood.
Check 13. Mike, 53.
Ready?
On 1st down, Hunt. He's going to look deep for Perriman. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll run here with Lindsey. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Hunt got an open man. That's Campbell. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman, in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Hard, hard. Slam, slam, slam. Big grip, big grip.
On 4th down, Hunt. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He sets up the screen to Jones. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Campbell making the catch. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now Jones. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. A final shot before break. Hunt to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Watch tight, tight is right. Watch tight, tight is right. Out, 5 down.
Hey, seam 6, seam 6. 53, 61, matchbox lights.
Check 43.
The final shot before break. Hunt looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So we have reached halftime here. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Off play action. Hunt. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right. Hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
Hey, nice 7.
Off the play fake. Hunt. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On first down, it's Jones. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Lindsey. And an alley to run. 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's a gain of 35. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
50, play. 50 to Mike.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 9-yard touchdown run as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker.
This is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now a carry for Lindsey. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Philip Lindsey, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of... He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
14 yards is the pickup, first down New Orleans.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers tight.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 46, the 20, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this one.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Mullins now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's first and 10. He'll look to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
70, Indy. Ready.
They'll drop the throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And Kamara has it stripped. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during this.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rashawn Perriman, 57 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Point after, right down the middle, and the lead will swell by one more. Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays, the long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That good for 22 and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
To throw on second down. Hunt. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell. And now it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Hunt. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule. If someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Back to throw. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. 2nd and 10. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain there of 21 yards. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Vita Vea, his 2nd sack of the night. 2nd and long.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Right there in the middle, 55. You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here.
He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This one taken from the 7. And a very good return, but a penalty marker is down. I'm not sure what this is going to be.
Defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Off play action. Hunt. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They're going with Lindsey. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Watch a slant. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.